Okay, boom. And we are live. I want to thank everyone for tuning into a very special edition of Off the Record on the People's Podcast this afternoon. We have an amazing guest with us today, one who's going to give us some incredible information as well as inspiration, and that is none other than the world-renowned Brother Mark, quote Diesel, end quote Muhammad. Assalamu alaikum, sir.
Wa alaikum salam, my dear nephew Joshua Muhammad.
Yes, sir. And for everyone who is watching, first of all, we just want to start off like this. On behalf of myself, my family, and the Viewing Artists and People's Podcast is sending you nothing but love and condolences and positive energy to you and your family, sir.
Oh man, I thank you. And as always, always extremely extend the greetings to your family, your father, your sisters, your mother, man. Your mother was truly a sister of mine, man. And it was a great loss for me. I called and I shared that with you, but I never shared my loss because I was trying to help you get over your loss.
Yes, sir. And I want to thank you publicly for assisting me and the family with helping set up the pallbearer situation for my mother, because at that time I don't know who was going to step up or who I wanted to step up other than you. So it's not like family coming together. So we appreciate that.
And I'm honored, man. I'm honored that I would even be considered, man. A wretch
Yes, sir.
like me. Yes, sir.
To a lie. Yes, sir. Okay, let's get straight into it. All right.
All right.
The first thing we want to know is, when is the last time that you have spoken to the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan, and what did he like? What did he give us some words? Help us get some inspiration.
Oh man, that's really a struggle for me. Uh, I always struggle with being worthy. And for a man of his caliber, the Messiah, yeah, I said it, the Messiah, to take time out of his schedule to call me on passing of my son Eric, especially since he had just lost his son Joshua, for him to care enough about me, even though his son's death was still a fresh wound, to call me and give me words that comfort my soul on the loss of my son, which was so unexpected, man. Eric never complained, man. He wasn't a whiner. He didn't get sick. So for this to hit him like that, man, it really devastated me, man. And I really had no feelings, man. I didn't know how to feel. I was in a vacuum, man. I didn't know how to feel. Um, I didn't know how to cry, how long to cry. Um, I was felt with a lot of regret because we hadn't spent a lot of time together. But I also had a lot of joy because one of our last, well, not last, but we went to Savior's Day together in 2019 in Detroit. And I asked him, and he was like, man, this is everything to me. You know, he was really in a path of seeking and finding himself. And I'm just glad that we reconnected, man. And, I'm going to miss my son. I don't know how to tell anybody how to handle the loss of a child because I still don't know how to do it. Um, it's still fresh because, I lost my sisters 5 months previously. So I was just hit with a double whammy, but again, the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan has given me words, and the fact that he was the conduit in which I received the teachings of the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad, which is invincible. Listen to me well, invincible. I don't care how much of a nigga you are, how much of a scholar you are. The teachings of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad is the absolute truth. And I'm not saying this because I'm in the Nation of Islam. I'm saying it because it's a fact. It's absolute fact. We're absolutely seeing the teachings materialize as we speak.
Yes, sir.
You know, everything that the Honorable Elijah Muhammad taught and has taught, and the Honorable Elijah Muhammad's representative, chief student, the most honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan is teaching. You see it. And if you don't see it, keep watching. You will.
Mm.
You will. You absolutely will.
All praise due to Allah. Yes, sir. And so many people are showing you love. Brother Donald Sapp says hello, coming from Douglas, Georgia. Mimi says, may Allah be pleased. Assalamu alaikum family, walaikum salam. And a sister named Rabia says, my brother, thank you all for watching. And man, this is great. The next question that we have for you, sir, is coming up when you were training the dogs and being around, being a mentor and looking out for me and my family, but primarily the young men at Muhammad University of Islam and at the property, it was very tough. Brotherhood, manhood, and you just said you didn't know if you should cry. I didn't know that you ever did cry. I didn't know that was possible. And what did you say to men with crying and still being tough? Like how do you handle that from somebody like you saying it's okay? Is it okay to cry for men or like?
It's absolutely okay to cry. It's
Mm,
absolutely okay to release. It's okay. And I had to learn to become vulnerable,
mm,
to expose yourself to the emotionality of yourself. You know, you can hold everything in, and just like a pipe is going to bust. Go ahead and shed them tears. Get that cleansing, man. You know, tears cleanses. You know, I just think at a time that's what was needed. And right now I hate the term toxic masculinity because now it seems like it's illegal to be a man.
yes, sir. Yes, sir.
It's illegal to be masculine. It's like if you're masculine, you're anti-feminine, and that's far from the case. Because if you're masculine, you desire femininity. You just don't want to wear femininity. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
So, you know, yeah. But I advise everyone to get in touch with the emotional side of yourself, learn yourself, and be yourself.
Mm.
Accept your own and be yourself. I think we're too busy trying to be everybody but ourselves. So we lose track of who we are and whose we are.
Go ahead and teach, Mark. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And people bear witness in the comments. My sister Naima says, my sister Aisha, Minister Aisha from Phoenix says, greetings, family. Sister Rabia says, my brother, greetings. Naima says, Assalamu family. And Sister Nene says, exactly. Thank you all for watching. I wanted to ask you about, I just want people to know who are watching. This is amazing to me as a grown man to see one of my mentors and OGs talk about emotions and processing things because growing up, he knew both of my parents and knows both of my parents and knew it wasn't gonna be too much falling down and crying around. That was not one of the principles that was taught to us. It's like, hey, ain't no crying. So to see
Yeah,
him,
yeah. At that time, it's stages of development, stages.
yes, sir,
Yeah. At that point, you all didn't need to be whining and crying and no, man. Just like my grandchildren, my grandsons, man. Hey, hey, hey. I'm still that way. All that old boo-hooing and snotting and crying over nothing. Come on, man. Nobody got time for that.
yes, sir,
What we doing that for? Snotting and crying, I tell my sons, even some of them now, man, when they want to get depressed, they want to get emotional. Hey, man, hey, hey, hey. We have to rise above emotions into the thinking of God, bro.
yes, sir.
Didn't say get rid of the emotion. Experience your emotion, go through it, but don't wallow in it, man.
Mm, mm,
You know,
mm,
you know, I just think sometimes the feminization of the black man, especially,
mm.
is at an all-time high. I don't want to see no men crying right now because all they doing is crying.
Yes, sir.
They're
Yes, sir.
crying over this, they're crying over that. You know, I mean, I just think again, it goes back, man. These invisible teachings, man. You can say what you want to say, and I go against anybody. I don't care. I may not be able to say it as eloquently, as scholarly, but God damn it, at the end of the day, the things that Honorable Elijah Muhammad is the end all, be all, bar none. Sorry, not sorry.
Yes, yes, sir. Yes, sir. And I'm glad that people get to hear from one of the men who was responsible for the reason that any good that y'all see in me being, holding posts and standing strong is because I had men like this going to literally when I got out of school at Muhammad University of Islam in Chicago with dogs in their hand on the property, telling me you better not run from the dog.
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
we got to be fearless. And I was like, okay, all right, bro, I got you. You know what I'm saying? So, Brother Damien says, ASA family, like Islam. So, Naima says, teach. Sister Naya is clapping. People are giving you nothing but love. Milani is watching. That's my niece. She sends the greetings. Thank you, Milani. You got to mute your.
Hey, something like a Malaya. Hey,
Yes, sir. Okay, so I also
Uncle
wanted to.
Mark love the babies. Uncle Mark love the babies.
Yes, sir. Okay, well, I wanted to talk about theater. That's something that you had in common with my mother. When I was younger, I got this chance to come to play practice and see Brother Mark Diesel. This is the man truck tatted on his arms and holding posts. And then I see another side of you performing with, doing plays. So how did that come about?
Well, again, man, listen. It's so people don't even understand that Islam dignifies, man.
Yes, sir.
Islam brings out what's truly in you, man. And we have these gifts, man, these God-given talents, man. And your mother and sister Winifred,
Yes,
man.
sir.
May Allah ever be pleased with that great, great, great sister Winifred, man. They just knew how to pull on me to, inspire me to, because I wasn't doing no plays, man. They was like, brother, and your mom was like, boy, you better do a play. So I did it and I enjoyed it. I thoroughly enjoyed it. And I got worldwide fame from that play. I
Mm,
went to a car dealership and a Nigerian dude was like, it is you. And I was like, huh? It is you. It is me what? I'm looking at this dude like, I robbed this dude? What happened? And he was like, no, you were in the day of absence.
mm.
I said, wow. And I just looked at a picture of me and brother Jackie. May Allah be
May
pleased
Allah be
from
pleased.
the flame. Yeah, man. Damn, Josh, you done brought back memories, man.
Oh, praise is due to Allah. Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Wonderful.
yeah.
Okay, my next, and thank you all who are watching all around the world. My next question for you is, oh, your the letters that you have on your sweat.
Really?
Yes, sir.
Really?
I want to know what made you choose out of all of the fraternities, that you could have joined. What was it
I gotta
about?
give you no, no, there is no all of the fraternities I could have chosen. I'm sorry, no disrespect to anybody. There's only one fraternity.
There's only one, huh?
For me, for the black man, the black man, the man that, with the characteristics of manhood, not manship, manhood, scholarship, perseverance, and uplift. And that's the Omega Psi Phi Fraternity Incorporated.
Yes,
The
sir.
only fraternity, in my opinion. No disrespect to the other brothers. I give them love to the Ka Psi, A Phi A, Phi Beta Sigma, Iota Who, them dudes, all that. But man, but again, I'm an FOIQ.
Mm, mm.
I'm not just a Q. I'm the FOIQ.
Yes, sir.
Okay? Um, I'm an FOI first. So you may see me hopping, you may see me with gold boots on, you may even see me with my shirt off, but I'm FOI. Okay? Let's not get it twisted. You attack us, I'm at you.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I don't care what you're wearing.
Praise be to Allah. All right.
That's it. That's all.
Yes, sir. But speaking of that, being an FOI first. what was it about the FOI in the time period that you came in that drew you to want to accept the teachings?
Well, I accepted the teachings once I heard the minister, man, because I'm telling
Mm,
you, the way the minister said what he said, oh man, listen, I can't be with nobody else. I can't. What? And then to see these young, not so young, but just crisp black men who were strong, who were positive, who knew how to handle that business and how to be men and how to be independent of white people, how to be independent of a slave mentality,
mm,
to do for self. You know, Brother Aaron and Brother Ronnie, your produce, man. Listen, bro, I'm looking at people that were independent entrepreneurs that served our people, even sometimes to their own demise.
mm.
And I love everything black. I'm black. So again, that doesn't mean I'm anti-white. I'm just black. You know what I'm saying? So I don't see why you don't want to be an FOI.
Mm.
I think sometimes we get caught up and think that when you join the nation, you lose yourself. Well, Allah made me the way that I am.
Yes, sir.
And I accepted these teachings as I am. I can grow, but I'm still me. And my father, the spiritual father, the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan, is so real, I can't be fake. I just
Mm.
cannot. I can't. I don't follow a man that's fake,
That's right.
that fakes the funk. I don't. He don't, man. Let me tell you something. Authenticity. That's what you see when you see Honorable Minister Louis
That's right.
Farrakhan. Integrity. That's what you see when you see and deal with the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. I'm not a choir member. I'm not a go ahead, go ahead. I'm telling you, as a man that grew up in the streets, saw pimps, hustlers, killers, gangbangers, I know authenticity when I see it.
Yes, sir.
And the
Yes.
Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan is the most authentic person I have ever met in my life. And I've met a lot of people.
All praises to Allah. Yes, sir. We bear witness to that. But speaking of the minister, his son was having a wedding. You drive past. You didn't want to go in. You decide to stop just to say, see the brothers. The minister comes out, sees you. How does that interaction go?
Really, Josh?
People, you gotta have this on. This gotta be on the record. People gotta know the minister love you. You gotta have this on the record. Like, man, this man, the minister, this is minister, this is one of them.
ah, I don't really like telling people that, to be honest with you, because I'm not worthy in my estimation, man.
Yes, sir.
I still struggle with the fact that he sees me and he pulls me to his bosom when there are people that say, this nigga, this savage, you know what I'm saying? But the minister is one that looks at he looks beyond my faults and he sees my needs.
Yes, sir.
Where you going, Ryan? Huh? All right, one of my clients. But
Yes, sir.
man, the minister looks beyond my faults, man, and he sees my needs and he knows how to water my soul, man. I keep saying that I'm going to do a lecture on him.
Mm.
And it's developing, man, and it's called the indwelling spirit of God in a man.
Okay.
May I
Okay.
introduce you to the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan and the teachings of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. This man, brother, listen. This man, brother, is phenomenal. And when I say phenomenal, I'm not saying it from a spooky standpoint. I'm saying for a man that has a spirit of love like you've never seen before, bro. I'm telling you, man. The
Yes, sir.
minister loves like no one loves, man. Even those who have hurt him or gone against him or spoken evil of him, man. The minister defends our people, man, relentlessly. I mean, he defends our people sometimes that I get upset. Like, man, brother minister, this nigga was just eating your flesh. But again, that shows you the indwelling spirit of God in a man, bro.
Yes,
Come
sir.
on, man.
Yes, sir.
You know how me and you would respond, and
That's right.
any of these other people watching, they know how they would respond. So I'm just honored, man, and I try to find value every day as to why I was chosen. And the reason why I say chosen is because everybody hear the teachings. They hear it, but the God has to tune in the receptors in your brain for you to receive and accept it. And I've received it and I've accepted and I've grown and I've gotten rewarded. So that's why I do what I do with the youth, bro. I do what I do with the youth because that's what I'm made for, the youth. I've been around the youth all my life. That's
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 right.
who I that's who I gravitate to because when I was a child, the older men took me in and taught me what everything that I know. So I got to return the favor.
Praise be to Allah. Yes, sir. And bro, Mark, we coming right back. I just want to let you hear some of the comments. The minister takes plenty. Yes, sir. Brother Daryl from Chicago says ASA Diesel authenticity is the perfect word. Greetings to my two brothers. Greetings to you as well. Brother Kenneth says, God willing, alive, felt you are worthy. Sister Shahida says, say that, my brother. People just bear witness. Thank you all for watching. But I want to go back to that. I want it on the record. This is very important because I got people like Captain Shahid, Brother Benny Mo, people exclusive interviews where they telling their own story. You got to say, man, what the minister told you, so this could people can know, like, man, nah, you can't play with Brother Mark in his face like that. This is what the minister, he love him. You people just got to know.
But they can play with me in my face. It's okay. Then you don't get what you get. I mean, shit. I mean, hey, listen, I'm not here to prove that I'm loved by the minister. I love the minister. That's
Yes,
the
sir.
end of that.
Yes,
I
sir.
love
Yes,
him.
sir. Yes, sir.
And if they don't believe that he loves me, man, that's on them. They could
Mm,
die in their rage. I don't care. I don't care. And that's really why I don't publicly share these things, man, because I know us. I know us as people, man. We so damn judgy. We so judgy. That nigga, he got tattoos. He one of them cute dogs. He aya. What kind of Muslim is this nigga? Well, I'm the Muslim that's gonna come to the defense of the Muslims. I'm the one that's gonna protect Islam. I'm the one that, inshallah, gonna die with the flag of Islam raised in my damn hand as I go down. That's the type of Muslim I am. That's the Muslim I hope to be. So I'll say this. He said, this is a very special brother. And when he said that, I started looking around like, who are you talking about? But he was talking about me, and he talked about when JJ died, the bomb dog died, and I cried and was boohooing, and people were laughing, and the minister was like, they didn't understand your heart and the fact that you cried because you lost a tool to help you protect your minister. And he said, if a dog loves you, a dog will give his life. And I said, yes, sir, brother minister, just like I would give my life for you. And he said, oh, I know that. They may not know that, but I know that. I said, I
mm.
love you very much, man. And shit, I love you very much, sir. You know, so for him to take time out of his schedule, his son getting married, it's an occasion, and that's the thing, man. His son getting married, it's his occasion, and he takes time out to tell a little nigga like me. You see, I said little nigga, because I know that's not how he sees me. That's how other people see me and us, little niggas, but that's not what we are, you know. And for somebody of his magnitude to take time to just again water my soul, brother. He know what I needed.
Mm.
He knows what you need, bro. He gonna give you what you need. That's why I say, bro, and I will die saying this. The teachings of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad are the absolute truth, the invincible truth. It is absolutely what listen to me, every human being on the planet needs, no matter what your ethnicity is, your creed, your religion. This is what you need. Listen to me well. You can challenge it. I don't really give a damn.
That's right.
I'm not I'm not telling you to join the nation of Islam. I didn't say that. But you can study these teachings. You can study self-improvement, the basis for community development. You can study to improve yourself. People go to school every day and pay millions of dollars to improve. I'm about to go back to school. Hopefully somebody else is going to pay for it, but I'm going back to school.
Took a little break from the game and
Yeah.
listened to my dad.
Yeah, so we got a little audience. That's Quran in the background. If you know you hear anybody.
Yes, sir. Please give them the greetings from us and thank everyone who was watching. And okay, some people are showing you love. Beautiful testimony, Brother Mark. Water to our soul. My uncle, Minister Jamil, says my brother Diesel. Naim says all praise due to Allah. Shout out to our YouTube family. Sister Auntie, Sister Hope, Brother Musa, Brother Kente. So many people on YouTube. Shout out to everybody on TikTok, Twitter as well. We have a quick 60-second commercial break for all of the sponsors of the People's Podcast, and we're coming right back to our brother, Brother Mark Diesel Muhammad.
All right.
We come from Chicago, so our headquarters is Mosque Mariana. Okay, so that's in Chicago on 73rd and Stony. Okay, and I just moved out here. My dad can tell you where the mosque out here is located. But
It's on Joseph Lowry now.
ABC I Love Me, children's book and coloring book, and now Spanish book. All three available on Amazon.com. Sister Naima's Stay on Point Dance Academy, LLC. She teaches ballet virtually to young girls all across the country, right here in the studios of Atlanta Dress in the best of fashion. Brother Kenneth, bow tie maker extraordinaire. He'll ship you bow ties anywhere across the nation. Henry Carter's King Henry Turkey Legs, right here in Atlanta, Georgia. Brother Rashad Muhammad's COVID-19 disinfected cleaning services out of Chicago. Student Minister Sharif Muhammad's book, A Soldier in the Movement of Christ, available on adulsharif.com. And lastly, Brother Joshua Muhammad's book, Cleopatra, as well as No Father, No Excuse, both available on Amazon.
Boom.
Any of those services.
We coming right back to our brother. Here we go.
ABC, I Love Me.
There we go. Excellent. And so many people in the comments, people saying, God willing, this is healing to their soul. This is healing. Thank you for your testimony and thank you for being transparent. What I wanted to ask, quick story time. Boom, Savior's Day 2017. I get a call. I'm in the lobby. Get a call. There's the situation is a distress call. Who do I see? Boom, there he is. My uncle, Brother Marc. I got a situation. We in the McCormick. Can you help me? He don't say what, nothing. Let's go. We're jogging, running around downtown. It's cold outside to handle a situation, which was just ignorance and the brute of it. But my point is, all these years later, the same man who was the first person to buy me Madden, the video game, and help me with football and MUI and all of this stuff was still ready to assist and help me in any situation that came up. So I just want to thank you for always being the same, Brother Mark Diesel, that I affectionately.
Oh man, Josh, who else can we be? Who else should we be? I mean, if God came to save us, why should we try to be like them? That makes no sense to me. I'm going to be me. And if you don't like it, guess what? Grit your teeth, like my mama used to say, grit your teeth.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, speaking of your mother, you always speak very highly of her. May we have her name, sir?
Oh, you know my mother's name, man. Miss Georgia Harris David. #1 supporter of the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan when our baby boy joined the nation.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, now there are videotapes of you being in the audience, of hearing the minister, like on these classic tapes in the gym, you sitting down, then all the way to seeing you walk with him in parades, take pictures with him, dogs, all of this kind of stuff, all these years, and you're still upholding the banner of Islam. What advice would you give to the future generations about holding on to our faith?
Oh man, listen, you're gonna be tried, you're gonna be tested. But the bottom line, man, I could, I like to give people layman terms, things that they can understand. I could give them some high science and go into the scriptures. Listen, point blank, period, or period, how y'all say it now. Man, listen, I've been in the nation. This will be my 31st year by Allah's permission. And I got to tell you, man, I was on a slippery slope before I heard these teachings. I go back and I visit my people. Some of my people, they look bad. They look horrible. They like, oh, you look the same. Some of them are dead. Some of them are just in a wayward position, man. But these teachings, man, they have made me who I am, hopefully who I will hope to be. I think my children love me. You know, I try. Well, he gonna want to say he do, Quran, of course. And I just try to be a good father, um, a good man, and it's because of these teachings, man. Again, I didn't see things well till I got into these teachings, man. You know, had a lot of women friends, a lot of children. Wasn't as responsible as I am now, and it's because of these teachings, man. And I know, the devil has made evil. Hold on. The devil has made evil fair seeming,
Yes,
right?
sir. Yes, sir.
Especially with social media. So, I deal with the youth a lot. So I get them. Man. I deal with youth from the 6th grade to the 12th grade. So I see these things, man. I see 7-year-olds having sex. I see all this vaping and it's because of these devices, because of TV. It's because, I gotta say it, it's because of the weakness of the black man. We have fallen short. We have become so politically correct that we hate to stand up in our manhood.
Yes, sir.
Well, damn it, judge me for being a man, because that's what I am. I don't want to be nothing else. I want to be a man that God made me to be. Can I do it in a gentler way? Perhaps. However, the black man has been made punctified. So much so that now I see men with nail polish on their hands. And they're not necessarily gay, but they're wearing nail polish. And I'm like, what the hell is this? What are we doing?
Yes, sir.
So, I just tell the children, the youth, man, hold steadfast to Islam. Hold steadfast to it, man. Listen, it will not fail you. After all else fails, there is Islam, bro. Period.
Yes, sir.
You gonna fall, you're gonna fall. You gonna chase the girls. You gonna try a little weed. You gonna drink a little drink. But at the end of the day, there is no God but Allah, who came in the person of Master Fard Muhammad. That there is nothing that can be defeated. That statement right there. Listen, and if you don't believe me, check this out. I tell people this all the time. The greatest example is the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. The greatest example. Study that man. Study him. He focused on delivering the word of God. And look at him now.
Yes, sir.
Look at him now. Through all the trials, through all the tribulations, man. Islam is it. We're not perfect. No. You're going to fall, but get back on your deen, man.
Yes, sir.
Don't wallow in the mud like a pig. After all else fails, Islam. I don't know what else to tell you.
Beautiful. Yes, sir. You teaching and people bearing witness all around the world. I wanted to ask you about your time seeing the minister. A lot of people, when you watch him, you've seen the health challenges. You've seen attacked by members of the other communities and the press and death threats and all of this things from the outside looking in. But from you being on the other side and seeing the minister personally, what have you witnessed that made you believe that he's the same man off the stage that he is on the stage?
Oh, man, listen. I'm going to give you a straight, simple answer. The minister is the national representative of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad in the Nation of Islam, which means he has absolute power. Okay?
Yes, sir.
But he has the supreme wisdom on how to exercise that supreme power.
Yes, sir.
You understand? I haven't gotten there yet. I got an army. I'm using my damn army. I'm going to shut your damn mouth. That may not be the wisest thing to do. But he knows how to be the general that he is.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
He knows that we have foolish people that don't know what they're doing, and it would just be a waste to kill our people. It would be a waste to harm our people. And Allah is sufficient. He is the number one manifestation of Allah being sufficient. Allah handles all of his battles. Yeah, he got a Marc D and a couple of more that'll handle it for him. But he doesn't say oomph.
Yes, sir.
He doesn't even make a suggestion because he knows with his infinite wisdom, vision, and foresight that if he even just winked the eyeball, there would be some mass destruction going on.
Yes,
but
sir.
He has to be resolved in his commitment to saving his people and showing the essence and the purity of Allah. You see what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
By him doing that, man, listen, please. Takes a hell of an individual, let alone a man of God. You heard me, a man of God, to know how to wield that type of power wisely.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Beautiful. Okay, speaking of manhood and training and the minister with supreme wisdom and supreme power, the Million Man March. What was the climate like leading up to that, and how did it personally impact you?
Oh, man, the Million Man March. Brother, work, more work, then the crescendo. To see all of these men, black men, standing together on the mall. And I'm talking about the wee hours, bro. The wee hours. You know, it was a man that died on the mall. An elderman. Yeah, we saw that, man. It was like he came to the mall to die at the Million Man March. You know, it's such a phenomenal, and it's really underreported. The magnificence, the grace, just the magnitude of the Million Man March, bro. The way the minister looked, and the fact that there was nothing, bro. No arguments, no skirmishes, no, oh, you stepped on my foot. Over 2 million men in one place and no argument, man. And it just shows you the best that we can be. That we can be when we put our minds to it. When we put our minds to it and keep other people out of our goddamn business.
Yes, sir.
We can be whatever we want to be, bro.
Yes,
whatever
right.
we want to be. We can do it. We just have to rely on self, pool our resources, and unite, bro. And the enemy knows that. That's why he comes up with all these divisive schemes. And you get this one to get on a podcast, and it has these many views. And man, listen, the minister told us a long time ago, settle your differences. I got a difference with you, man. We can sit down in the room and talk that shit out, or box it out, and then come out on a united front. But not us. We like to show our draws to everybody. But you don't never see them show their draws. I watch these congressional hearings, bro. That social media thing. And the way that they were bantering with one another, you could tell there was an unwritten code that they could only go so far with each other in the public.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
We need to learn that type of decorum. We do.
You teaching? Okay. Well, but Mark, I also wanted to ask you about advice for future husbands.
Oh boy, huh? Really? Me? Okay. Make sure Allah is at the root of it. I know people say that and it's like a cliche, but women, man, women need a lot. They need a lot, bro. They need a lot, and sometimes more than you have for them. No fault of their own. You know, we have to do a better job of courting. We have to do a better job of learning how to mate, what we desire in a mate, why we want to mate, and not just to mate. You know, we don't, you know, the physicality, man, you know, that's a very, 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 very minuscule part of a relationship, bro. You
Yes,
need something deeper. You need somebody that has your soul. You need somebody that stimulates your brain, your whole essence, man. You need somebody to make the synapses in your brain tingle, and you make hers tingle.
Yes, sir.
You know, you all have to have a common goal, man, you know, and you got to know your damn self. You can't marry nobody and you don't know you.
Yes, sir.
You know, you go in and you want to take care of somebody and you ain't took care of yourself. That's a disservice. Yeah.
Excellent. Okay. And advice for future fathers?
Love your children, man. Love on them. Oh, I gotta say this, and it's gonna hurt some feelings. I'm not, and I don't mean to be mean, but don't have multiple children by multiple women. You do your children a disservice, because at the end of the day, all of your children want their own quality time. All of my children want their own time with their daddy, not with their sister's daddy or their brother's daddy. They daddy.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You know? And even as adults, they still want that time with their daddy.
Very true.
So you hear this one in the background. He's right up under his daddy, but he grown. You see what I'm saying?
Yes,
so,
sir.
That's what I would advise against. Don't have multiple children by multiple women, man, if you can help it.
Yes, sir.
You know?
Okay.
Unless we get to that hour, which I never foresee, but if we get to that hour of multiple, you know, well, raise them all in the same damn house, whatever.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Don't, that outside stuff, it ain't gonna work. I'm telling you straight up, it ain't. That's one of the only regrets I have, is that I know that each one of my children want their own personal daddy, even though they all get along with one another. They all know it. They all want that one piece of their daddy. That's just how it is. You know how it is. Shit, you want Sharif for Joshua. Naima wants Sharif for Naima. Y'all know how it go.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Okay. Well, okay. But speaking of my father, I always tell people, you know, my childhood, it was a lot of great love and, you know, wonder. But then things happen, and he's no longer supreme captain, and everybody, the world shift, and our family's going in the whirlwind. And after all of that, by the grace of Allah, I'm still on people's podcast with Uncle Marc, saying, Uncle Marc, for always showing us love through it all. What made you, never switch up on me and my family, just to continue to be nice to us,
Switch
regardless
up
of
for what?
all that?
Switch up for what? Fuck, what am I switching up for? I mean, I didn't understand. I don't understand. Shit, I mean, I'm like, hey, man, I'm me. I think that's why the minister loves me. I think that's why his family members love me. I'm me, man. I'm not switching up on my team. God damn it, if we gonna lose the team, God damn it, we gonna lose it. This is my team. I'm going down with my team.
Praise be to Allah.
That's my team. Nation of Islam is my team. Sorry. God damn it, even if we lose, I'm with the Nation of Islam. You're not gonna lose though. Sorry. Why would I switch up? Because your father's not the supreme captain? And I'm not a damn title worshiper, man. I'm not that. I'm not that, dude. Man, I'm that guy. If I'm with you, I'm with you. And if I'm not, I'm not. You can become the president tomorrow. You can become the grand boss list of Omega Psi Phi Fraternity Incorporated tomorrow. If I don't rock with you, I don't rock with your dusty ass. I just don't. But if you my man, you my man. If the fine squad, I'm like, hey, hold up. Don't shoot my man. Give my man another day or something. Let me kill him. Whatever. Don't just take my man out like that, because this my man.
Yes, sir.
I'm loyal like that, man. That's I hate betrayal, bro. I hate it with a passion. I'm never gonna turn my back on Brother Abdul Sharif Muhammad.
Praise be to Allah.
Never. I don't give a damn what he do. Minister love him. If he don't go, listen, I'm with everybody that's with the minister in the nation. Now, when you flip on the minister, your ass is grass. Sorry. But as long as you ride with the minister, you good.
Yes, sir.
You good. But once you flank, you out of that, Charlie Wally.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Well, speaking of loyalty, I don't know if your son, remember I sent you the video of your son when we was talking to Brother Rashad, and I saw him, and I'm like, I don't think he know who I am, but I know those genes. I know what I'm looking. I'm looking at.
Talking about Quran, this one here?
Yeah, I believe that was him. But
yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. But when I saw him, I was just like,
yeah, that's Quran. Yeah.
Even though he may not know me, because of the love that you showed us, I was like, man, if he ever need anything, we right here with him, because that's loyalty that way too. So I was glad to say, I'm like, man, I know your dad. I know who your dad is. Praise be to Allah.
Praise be to Allah. But that's who we are, man. We listen. I don't understand these newfangled people, bro. That ain't how I roll, man. I got people, man. That shit. E-team, man. They can't do no. They're my brothers, man. They can't do no wrong, man. And if they do, I call them. They'll ask them. They'll tell you. These will call them and say, man, I don't think that shit was right. But them my guys, bro. Long as they with the minister, they my guys.
Yes,
period.
Sir. Yes, sir. Beautiful.
That's just
Okay,
how it is, man.
2 more questions for you, Uncle Mark. I wanted to ask.
Just 2? I thought we was doing 5 hours. Now, go ahead.
Yes, sir. Okay. Your favorite movie of all time?
Come on, man. The Godfather.
Okay. All right, we're going Godfather. Okay, we're going Godfather. Yes, sir.
Yeah, shit. Principles.
Okay. Can't go wrong with the Godfather. All right, so now I got to ask you a favorite album of all time then.
Favorite who?
Album of all time.
Album?
Yes, sir.
Oh, man. Really? I only get just one?
Yes, just one.
Shit. Believe it or not, it's a Sam Cooke. It's Sam Cooke.
Okay.
Sam Cooke is my man, bro, but there's a lot of, oh, man. I love Mike. I love Prince. You know, they kept trying to say there was a rivalry between them, and I just don't believe that, man. I just think they had too much genius to have a rivalry, man. I think people wanted them to have a rivalry, man. You know, it's always easy to divide black people. I don't hear no damn rivalries between white goddamn artists.
Elon Musk and Mark Zuckerberg.
I mean, goddamn, man, kill me with that shit, bro. We have to split our talent we have to say, oh, this is the best versus this. Nah. I'm with everything black. Even though I like Adele and Celine Dion, I know that's gonna blow you away. I know you didn't expect me to say them, girl.
I didn't expect you
I
to say Celine Dion and Adele, but they're great.
I don't like Taylor Swift though. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I don't get it. I don't know how she's so important to the Super Bowl and all that silly shit. But
You know,
okay,
daddy on the
I'm doing the interview, man. You ain't on my interview. I got my son on the interview.
Yes, sir. But I wanted to ask one more question, and thank you everybody for showing love all around the world. Can't wait to upload this to YouTube. What would you like your legacy to be, sir?
My legacy, look, I guess him. But a loving black man that loved his people, still trying to figure out why I get to know the Messiah, still trying to figure that out. And just a man that want to help raise the youth and help our people, man, realize their destiny and who we are, whose we are, and help us to stop being at the goddamn bottom of the pile. Help us unite. Again, us united don't mean we're against white people. We're not. We just want some of this damn earth to call our own, man. God damn. Give us some of it. You ain't doing nothing with it. Tearing it up, destroying it. Shit, let us get some. A little. Shit. Something.
Praise
But
be.
you know, as always, man, I enjoy you, man. I enjoy your little episodes, bro. Very, 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 very informative, man. You have some great guests. Well, you have articulate guests. You have, you just have a cornucopia of a myriad of subjects, man. And it's amazing, brother. It's amazing to see my little nephew, man. I can't wait till you come to the sci-fi, because Karan said he ain't coming no matter what. I gotta wait on you.
Yes,
And
sir.
Lenny,
Yeah.
But man, I really thank you, Josh. You're doing a hell of a thing. I really want to do a podcast, but mine would be more on a Howard Sternish type because there's some questions I really want to ask people, man. That I really want to ask people, man.
Yes, sir.
I think a lot of times we entertain a lot of bull locky that we shouldn't, especially with our children. Before we go, I want to talk about foster care, really, in truth, if I may.
Of course.
If I may. The minister told us back in 1995 the Million Man March to adopt a child. I really didn't understand the importance of it till I started working with foster care children and seeing some of the deplorable conditions. And, if you have any love, listen to what I said, any love in your heart, and you want to help a child learn or unlearn bad behavior, or help a child grow into a valuable citizen or a human being, become a foster parent, man. And don't just do it for the money like some of these people, man. I go in people's houses and I'm like, man, are you kidding me? I wouldn't want a dog living like I see some of these children living, man. And if you don't want the damn children, give them to me. Give them to me. I'll raise them. They're going to get a whooping. You know that. They get out of hand, they get the whooping. I'm sorry. That's what I believe in. I'm sorry.
Yes, we're aware. Anybody with any right aware.
Hey, you got to raise these children. It says raise a child up in the way that they should go, and they will not.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So let's take back our world, man. I love you, Josh, man. I'm honored that you think I got something to say, man. I'm blown away.
You have some. This is part 2, but this is gonna be ongoing, inshallah. So we look forward to it.
Well, I'm going to school to get my master's and then my doctorate, but we'll talk about that.
Praise be to Allah. Yes, sir. And salute to your son, Quran, and all your children. May Allah continue to bless them. Let them know that this is family and it's all love over here as well.
Hey, I don't see a 112 album on the wall, man. You don't like 112?
I like Cupid. Cupid. I give Cupid. You know what I'm saying? Maybe Cupid.
Ah, hell to the no. Nah, I don't see
Cupid.
no. I don't see Silk, Troop.
No, I like. Now I got Silk. Now I don't got Silk up there, but anybody who knows, Josh likes Silk. Now, I like Silk. Now,
Where's Troop?
what they got? One song? What they got? All I do is nigga you.
What? Sweet November?
I never heard of that. All I know is I can't wait to get to school each day. That's all I know.
I'm done. I don't know what else to say. I
But
don't know what else to say.
yes, sir. But this is Joshua Leonard Muhammad signing off of the People's Podcast. Thank you very much, Uncle Mark. Thank you all for watching. Assalamu alaikum, sir.
Wa alaikum salam.